In this video, we're kicking off the If I Can Only Have 5 challenge. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me for this special edition video, because today we're kicking off the If I Could Only Have 5 challenge. Now, I know, yes, it's a tag video, and before you go, oh no, not another tag video, I'm not going to ask you to do anything silly. I'm just going to ask you to think about the choices that you would make if things were limited. So for the purpose of this challenge, we're going to choose 5 artisanal brands in shaving. That includes soaps and splashes, so you're going to have to be wise in your choices here. And there are specific categories for the 5. So you're going to make one selection based on scent. You're going to make one selection based on sentiment. You're going to make one selection based on selection. You're going to make one selection based on value, and you're going to make one selection based on performance. Now, keep in mind, you can only choose 5 companies to use for the rest of your life. So, and they have to be in those categories. So please make sure you're listing each one that you're going to choose along with the category and explain why. So we'll kick it off with number 1, which is scent. And my scent choice is PAA, or Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Why? They have a ton of scents, and they are fun scents. I know the stallion often says PAA has fun scents, and they really do. And he has a ton of scents. So for me, it's a very wise choice to choose PAA, because I know even though I'm only going to have 5 artisans to choose from, he's got a ton of choices. They are fun choices, and he also has good splashes, which is important to me. The second choice is selection, meaning they have a lot of products. And so you're going to want to make your selection choice something where you have access to a lot of products. And when I think of selection and wide variety of stuff, I think Sterling. And as you know, it's a great value. It could be a value choice. And a number of these soaps here could fall into different categories. But my selection choice is Sterling, because they have a ton of scents, they have a ton of splashes, balms, bar soaps, all sorts of things. And Sterling, you really can't go wrong with Sterling. My next choice is sentiment. And sentiment being, I have a connection to this particular artisan because it was one of the first that I used, or first that I fell in love with. So your third choice is sentiment, something you're sort of connected to, and that is Katie's Bubbles. They're one of the old school artisans. They've been around for a long time, and they have a lot of great scents too. So again, with each of my choices, I'm trying to select people where they're giving me a lot of choice, and Katie's Bubbles has that. And it is one of the first artisans that I really fell in love with. And so for me, my sentimental choice is Katie's Bubbles. Next, we have the value choice. And for me, this was kind of a no-brainer, although many of these brands could fall in that value choice. It is Shannon Soaps. For me, for what you pay for Shannon Soaps, the quality is off the charts. The value is off the charts. And they have a good deal of scents in their catalog. And it's so great quality-wise that the value is just off the charts. So my value selection is Shannon's Soaps. And last but not least is performance. And my performance choice is Ariana and Evans. I don't think you're going to get a lot of argument about that. Ariana and Evans is definitely one of the best soap makers in the business. The quality of the soaps are absolutely top rate. He has splashes. Again, in all my choices here, I'm picking things where I can get more than just soap. I'm getting splashes. And so when you're thinking about making your choices, make sure you're getting a good bang for each choice. In other words, they're offering splashes or things that you like, because you are stuck with these 5 forever. So I hope this will be a fun challenge. I'm not really asking you to do anything silly. I'm just asking you to make choices. If you could only choose 5 for the rest of your life in the categories that I mentioned, once again, a scent selection, a selection, sentiment selection, a value selection, and performance, and you must explain each one. So now we're going to send out to tags, because we want to kick this off in grand fashion. The first individual that I'm tagging is the Stallion, my good friend Anthony Esposito. You are tagged. The second is Johan from Johan Solo, as I like to call him, from Shave and Butcher. I'm interested to see what he would choose. Next selection, my friend Latherhog. I'm interested to see what he's going to choose. Also, we're going to go over to the UK and choose CB Shaves. Let's see what he comes up with. And last but not least, a gentleman who had a really nice tag series last year, Todd from Take Care Man. So I'm really interested to see what he chooses. Please keep this tag series going because it's going to be really interesting to see what choices people make and why they make those choices. I think it'll be fun. I hope everybody gets a chance to participate. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I really appreciate it. And let me ask you, the viewer, what would you choose? Let me know below. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.